What's up guys, how you doing? Welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we are here on a game which you might recognize the name of. It's called Anime Swords X. And the reason that I say you might recognize it is because the first game, Anime Swords Simulator, was a huge and popular series on my channel. And yeah, now we are on the sequel of that game. We're going to be checking it out, seeing if it's up to the same standards, because the first game was absolutely amazing and I'm pretty sure this one's going to be even better. Also, do keep in mind that this series on this game is going to be a pay-to-win series, as I have bought all of the game passes, which I highly recommend you should do as well, since you're supporting the devs that make these games. They're amazing people, and overall this would help them to make more banger games like Anime Punch Simulator, this game, which I hope is definitely going to be a good game. So yeah, let's quickly jump right into this and check out the game. So to summarize pretty much how this game works, pretty much all you have to do is you click to gain energy, and then with that energy you can start taking out enemies which can be found all over the map. And then from those enemies you will then end up getting a currency called gems. As you can see right now, I have 5.1k, and then with those gems you can go to the egg right over here, use them to unlock heroes, which obviously will boost your energy gain. For example, right over here I do have a legendary ace, the 1.9%. so yeah, that's pretty good. Apart from that, there's also a bunch of different features, keys and crystals, swords. In fact, I think I can equip one more. Yes, I can. As well, those are the heroes. These I believe are called shadows, but we're going to have to figure out how to use those. And then as well, potions. And yeah, there's as well a bunch more stuff, some secrets, some bosses. For example, I see a boss over there and a cake boss, but obviously we're still going to have to figure out how these things exactly work. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to put on the auto clicker, so then that's where I'm always getting the maximum amount of energy. And let's quickly have a look and see how well I can go against some of these enemies. For example, the medium over there, he immediately died. And as well, that's how you get swords in this game. You have to take out enemies, you get weapons from them, and then obviously the weapons will make you do more damage and stuff. You get the point. But yeah, even when it comes down to these elite enemies, I'm taking them out at a pretty fast rate. I mean, 12.5 million HP, that's quite a lot. And as you can see, he's going down at around like 1 mil every 3 seconds. And then when I take him out, I'm assuming I'm going to get a bunch of gems. I got a low sword, which I believe is going to be a really good sword. Let's just quickly have a look. Yes, it's going to be the epic. And as well, we got the legendary Gryphon, which will give me a 6 times energy boost. And now with all of that added, I'm getting 1.3k energy per click. But I think that's enough regarding the energy. Let's quickly have a look and see how this boss works. Now, I was told that apparently it can attack you and kill you, so I need to be pretty careful when it comes to fighting this. So he has 30 million HP, or I think he's attacking. Let me just quickly step back. Alright, and let's quickly start taking him out, and let's see if we can beat him, which, if I'm not mistaken, once you beat him you will unlock the next world. So let me just quickly jump so I don't die, and nice, we managed to survive his attack. Let me just quickly defeat him, and then we'll have a look and see what he's going to give us. And alright, there we go. We managed to unlock the Picento, Leveling Island, and a Cake Key. Now, it does seem like that once you take out the boss, they don't immediately respawn, or maybe I'm missing something. I'm not entirely sure, but that's enough of that. Let's quickly head on over to the Leveling Island, since we just unlocked it, and if I'm not mistaken, there's some kind of dungeon over here. I guess we'll have to have a look. But apart from that, having a look at the enemies on this island, they're going to be having 22.5 million HP, which isn't too bad. We literally just took out an enemy that had like 30 million HP, so yeah, as you can see, he is flying down fast. And as well, we managed to get another sword, the dagger, which it is common, the easiest one that you can get in this world. But it's pretty good. I mean, 5x base is pretty insane. But moving on from there, it seems like I have managed to find the dungeon. And as well, there seems to be a merchant over here. What can I do for you today? See items. Okay, so you can get free game passes in this game. Interesting. I'm sure autoclick would be absolutely amazing, especially for the free-to-play players. Definitely get this as soon as possible. But as well, we can also get a sword and a shadow. Okay. Now, I am going to assume that yes, in order to get these mana crystals and as well a bunch of potions, you are going to be needing to do these dungeons, which I don't exactly know how you get these keys yet in order to unlock them. maybe they are some kind of rare drop. Let's just quickly have a look at the collections and see if it maybe mentions something. Maybe if I take out some of these enemies over here, you know, the elites, and I don't know, maybe I'll get a shadow key. And taking him out, is it going to give me the shadow key? No, it's going to give me a magma dagger, which is going to be a 13x boost. Really nice, but unfortunately not what we exactly wanted. Okay, so I had a look at the Discord, and apparently I need to take out these buggy bosses, which would then end up dropping the cake keys, which then with those cake keys I can take on the cake boss, which would then give me shadow keys. I hope that doesn't sound confusing, because it's not, but I'm sure I probably overcomplicated it. But anyways, moving on from that, we should be able to unlock this. I'm pretty sure I just got a cake key, so let's just press start. And okay, it seems like we are now in this cake boss world. It's going to be having, oh my goodness, is that 10 billion HP? And it even attacks as well. Wow, that is going to be pretty tough to defeat. Well, I guess I'm going to be here for probably quite a while, maybe, I don't know, 10 minutes, something like that. So let me just start taking out this boss, then I'll cut back once we finally take out all of its HP, and then we'll have a look and see what we can use the shadow keys on, and then moving on from there, we'll see what the shadows can do, what that dungeon can do, and yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. And alright, around 20 minutes later, we are finally able to defeat this cake boss, and as you can see at the top of my screen, we managed to get a shadow key. Now, having a look at the inventory, it does seem like we managed to get 3 of them, not just 1, which is absolutely amazing. That means that if we head on over to the teleporter over here and head on back over to the Clown Island, specifically the shadows place over here, whatever you want to call it, we are going to be able to have 3 chances at getting a good shadow. Now, as you can see, they range from the common one, 50% Tundra, all the way up to what I believe is the secret one, Zorro. And then as well, if we use 1,000 of them, which is absolutely insane, like that's a large number, we will get a guaranteed mythical. So yeah, 0.1% guaranteed. Now the big question is, am I going to be able to get the mythical right now? Let's just quickly spin one, or should I say open one, and have a look and see what we get. Now, alright, this is a pretty good animation. If I'm not mistaken, this was in the sneak peeks, and we got a Gohan uncommon. Okay, now what exactly does this Gohan do? So having a look at it in the inventory, it is going to be giving me plus 25% gems. That's okay, I guess, but then again, I would have preferred something like energy or damage. Now if I equip it, is it going to be like an avatar type of thing? No, it's going to be kind of like a extra hero equipped, I guess. At least that's what I think I'm going to call it. I don't know, let me know down in the comments what I should call this thing, apart from, you know, obviously shadow. But anyways, we have 2 more spins on this. Let's quickly, you know, skip some of these animations and whatnot and see if we get anything good, like that Bardock legendary. Absolutely amazing. Can we get back to back? Let's have a look. Epic Megami, I'll take it. Now, are these going to be really good? Okay, 80% energy, and what about the Megami? 64% gems. You know what? It's fine. I guess it's much better than 25%. So let's just quickly equip both of these, since if I'm not mistaken, I can equip 2 of them. Yes, I can. And now we have 2 shadows, which are going to be, you know, giving me a bunch more energy, a bunch more gems, and if I get maybe that secret one in the near future, a bunch of extra stats. Now, to end off this video, I do want to give this dungeon at least a single go, because I want to get some of these mana crystals, because it seems like I am going to be needing a bunch of them. And as well, I want to show you guys, you know, how difficult this dungeon is going to be, or maybe how easy it's going to be. I don't really know yet. We're gonna have to see. But obviously, to do that, I'm going to be needing 5 more shadow keys, which means taking out the cake boss like 2 more times, maybe once, I don't know. So yeah, let me just quickly get those 5 shadow keys, then I'll cut back for the final time and we'll have a go at the dungeon and see what we can do. And alright, there we go, we are now back, and if you have a look at my inventory right now, you can see that I have over the amount of... And alright, there we go, if you have a look at my inventory right now, you will see that I currently have 6 shadow keys, which is just enough in order to open up this dungeon. So let's just quickly press only friends and let's jump right into this. And okay, it seems like I'm now in some kind of underground facility. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe I should go back because maybe like enemies will spawn along the area. Yes, it does seem so. And okay, so this is going to be the first enemy over here. He's going to be having 18 billion HP, which obviously is quite a lot. And if we just keep on, you know, running down here, it seems like it's only going to get higher and higher. Now, obviously, I don't want to bore you guys with, you know, just like cutting between like every single enemy. So let me just quickly start a, you know, quick time lapse. And then once the time lapse is over, which is probably going to be once I, you know, either A, run out of time, or B, I managed to beat this dungeon, then yeah, we'll have a look and see what loot I was able to get. So yeah, let the time lapse begin, and I'll see you guys in either 30 minutes or even less than that. And alright, there we go. We are now done with the dungeon, or should I say, we failed miserably. As you just saw, you know, in the time lapse, unfortunately, I was only able to get to like the 4th enemy, and he had like 135 billion HP. And considering how probably the boss of that dungeon would have like maybe trillions of HP, I think one thing is very clear. I need to get much stronger. However, that's going to be a story for another video. This is where I'm going to be wrapping up today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Once again, Star X Games has not disappointed at all. From what I've played up till now, this game's really fun. And obviously, if you don't want to try it out yourselves, the link to the game will be down in the description, just like in every video. And trust me, by the time you see me in the next video, I probably would max out this world, you know, hatch a little bit, get a bunch of mythic heroes, getting the best sword maybe. Since obviously you guys know how I play games, I don't like to progress too much off camera. So yeah, whatever boss is going to be, you know, through this portal, that's going to be the first thing that we do in the next video. Now as well, one last thing that I do want to say before I wrap things up completely: if you did end up enjoying it and want to see more, then feel free to drop a like and sub down below. Can we maybe hit around 50 likes? That's going to be my first ever like goal. I don't think I've ever set one up at least. So yeah, if we hit 50 likes, I'd really appreciate it. But until then, that's gonna be it from me, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, everybody.